Hey Anthony, just a short video here to go over the strategy in action and discuss a couple issues. I ran about a 3.5 week long optimization on CL714. I'm on a 37-minute chart, and we had, based on these numbers, we had 3 trades in about 3.5 weeks. You can see the first trade here appears to be right on. All of the conditions are met. We're getting a short dot here out of the ATR. The curve is meeting its requirements, and so is the CGO. Looks like we get in here, and according to our exit rules of the TMFT2 chop meter, we would be in this for 1, 2, 3 bars, and it looks like it actually closes, or it actually closes the position at the open of the next bar. So this is a textbook example right there. As we move forward, it looks like right here, maybe on this bar, we should be in a short trade. We have the short dot from our ATR. The curve conditions are met here. The CGO is in accordance. I will have to quickly pull up the data box here and look at this here. Looks like the see the chop meter value is negative 5.504. If we move on to the next one here, it looks like that decreased. Indeed, it did. It closed out at 0.477. So that would have just been a 1 bar trade. Nonetheless, a short trade should have occurred there. Let's move this data box out of the way and move forward. Here, we're not in accordance there. It looks like another short trade should have occurred here. We have a short dot with the ATR. The curve conditions are met. CGO is in accordance. It looks like possibly back on about this, either this bar or this bar. It's a little bit difficult to discern here in hindsight, but on one of these 2 bars, there should have been another short trade. I'm going to pull up this data box and just quickly go over. Let's take a look at potentially how long. So let's see, the chop value is 0.308. Let's get this to activate here. C7. Jeez, I can't get this to activate here, or maybe this maybe the numbers just haven't changed. So here, values 0.307, next one 0.308, The next one is clearly, yeah, it's a little longer, 475. This one, or let's see the next one, 0.549. So nonetheless, I don't want to get too hung up on this, but it should have gotten in on one of, there should have been a short trade on beginning on one of these two bars here and going for 3 to 4 bars. So there's an instance of where it did not occur. And let's see, moving forward, let's see, we're getting a long signal here. We get the long back over here. The curve is in accordance there. It looks like our CGO comes up above, like maybe on this bar here. So let's see, was it this one, the second one over? Okay, so on the second candle over, let's see, shoot, sorry. We're getting the long signal from the ATR. The curve appears to be in accordance, so does the CGO. Hard to determine here, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might have gone for 5 or 6. Let's see, that's the, well, at least until the end of the day. So there's an instance of where a long should have taken place. And let's see, as we move forward in time here, let's see, that's at 4:30. It looks like the conditions might be met there, or let's see, possibly back on this candle here. We're getting the short out of the ATR. The curve conditions are met. The CGO is in accordance, and it looks like, well, just for 1 bar. So that would have been a scratch trade. But it looks like it might have come back in over here. Again, short. The curves conditions are met. The CGO's in accordance. I'd have to pull up the data box. It might, that might stay in that trade for 1 bar. Let's see. So if we get back in over here, that value is 0.357. Value on the next one, okay, it's not changing for me. Okay. Uh, 1.04. 1.1, so it would have stayed in there and then gotten out on this next one that, yeah, 0.985. So there's an instance of a short trade that should have occurred for 3 bars. And let's see, let's move forward here a little bit to get our curve above the chop line here. Let's see, over in here, now we go from a long to a short. Okay, short. Possibly it looks, yeah, looks like it did take this trade here and hung on to that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 bars. So that's a good example of a trade being properly executed there. Let's see, here's the beginning of another day. Let's see, that's indicating a long. We finally get our long signal here, and it looks like another textbook example, we get our long signal from the ATR, the kerf's meeting its requirements. Looks like it caught the CGO just in time there before it made a crossover, but it got that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. So that's a good example there. Let's see, it's hard to tell what's going on down here. Looks like maybe there was a cross right here in the CGO. There. Okay. So here we have the long signal from the ATR. The kerf is meeting its requirements here. CGO's in accordance. However, it looks like maybe it might have gotten out on the very next bar. So it just may have been a 1 or 2 bar trade. Nonetheless, another example of when a trade should have been taken. So hopefully this provides some insight for you. I think we're on the right track. However, we're still missing some opportunities for some reason. It's it's not picking up some of these other trades. If you would just look into this for me and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks.